versus 20s. I'd say dating in my 40s is so much better.
Oh, the cope. Oh, the delusion. Which one is it? Go on, let's have a listen.
Because I'm confident, I have more money, I know the things that I like and the things I don't like.
So things that men don't care about, got it. She's saying, I. Okay, good. What do you offer the man? So a lot of women don't understand that it's not about what you want or what you think or how valuable you think you are. What can you give to the man? What do you have that the man wants? Men, you've just mentioned things that men don't care about. Okay, that's good for you, but what about the men who have to choose you? Because you have to put yourself in that position to be chosen.
I don't know, it's a lot better. And I'll tell you that I at first was like, okay, in my 40s, have I aged out? Are guys gonna be not as interested? And no, it's the opposite. The younger guys like you, the older guys like you, the guys.
And there's your answer. It's delusion. A lot of women get mixed up with the men they want and the man they can get. They don't have the difference between sexual attention and relationship intention. They think it's the same thing. And the problem with these feminist podcasts is they tell women what they want to hear. There's no value, there's no truth, it's just cope, it's propaganda, and it gets views. So if you're making a podcast that lots of women love to hear, oh, I love to hear this, of course it's going to get views and it's going to make money. So those people who make these feminist podcasts, they're making money off lies because they're telling women what they want to hear. So you've got a community of just deluded people who buy into this desperate propaganda, hoping that it's true and generally thinking that it is. And eventually you get, we've seen it online over and over again, women pretending they're single by choice, bitter women moaning about men. And it all starts with younger women buying into these feminist podcasts. And let's go back to what she said. The older guys like you and the younger guys like you. Yes, they like you because you're an attractive woman. They like you, they want you for a Friday night. You're a bit of fun for them. They're not going to take you seriously. And the men that will take you seriously, you're 40 years old. They're men that you don't want. Men that you actually do want won't take you seriously. You're just a bit of Friday night fun for them. Young men, of course young men want you. What young man doesn't want a nice, attractive, hot mum? Of course they like you, but they don't want you long term. They want you for a night. And these women are 40 years old and still haven't figured it out. And they're going on these podcasts lying to young women. So let's take a 21-year-old woman. She's young, she's attractive, she's going to have more options than she's ever going to have in her life. She's going to think, I've got all these options now. Wow. How many options am I going to have when I'm 40? And a lot of these young women don't realise, these women who go on these feminist podcasts, first of all, it's just for views, it's just to tell women what they want to hear, it's for money, it's for capitalism purposes, but they also secretly hate younger, more attractive, fertile women because they're getting the attention from the men that they want and can no longer get. And a lot of younger women, more impressionable women, don't understand that, I've seen this get ugly, that bitterness of someone younger and more attractive than you getting that attention from the men that you want is a deep and it's a dark feeling that a lot of these young women don't yet understand. And I've seen this get ugly. And the one thing that a lot of women do not like is women younger than them, more attractive. And I've seen this get ugly. And so that's why a lot of the time these cope podcasts exist, to just basically keep women living in delusion because they can't get those men anymore. I promise you, this woman does not have the option she says or thinks that she does. It just goes with the narrative that the propaganda podcast is pushing, along with these feminist crap pink pill that goes along with it.
Your age like you actually have a wide range, and I think as long as you're taking care of yourself and you're confident and
I think there you go. There's your answer. It's delusion, and it's good for the podcast ratings. It's not reality. Look, this woman's 40 years old. She still doesn't understand. Even between 20s and 30s, that just once you hit 30 years old, your options pretty much half. Once you hit 40 years old, darling, it's time to put yourself on clearance. I believe she takes care of herself. I believe that. She's 40 years old. She looks good for her age. She's doing well financially, surely, to be on this sort of podcast. She exercises, eats well. Yeah, I'm not denying that. But it doesn't matter. It just means she has more options that she doesn't want. She just has more of the simple to choose from. That's only her reality. And if I'm wrong about this, please show me the man that she gets or that she's got that's better than the guy that she was able to attract when she was in her 20s. And this is the sort of thing that really gets heat on my channel. I don't know why, but this telling, and I speak a lot of controversial things, this more above anything gets a lot of heat on my channel, telling women that they are less desirable as they age. This is just reality. You can buy into the crap and live in delusion, or you can listen to channels like mine who actually tell you the truth. This podcast is a perfect example why people left these dating female gurus and went towards people like Kevin Samuels.
I don't know, you just feel good. There's like this aura that you put out, then dating's fine. It's been so much fun.
What man has ever said, oh yeah, I really, really want an older woman who is gonna hit the menopause earlier, whose eggs are fried, yeah, oh, she knows what she wants, oh yeah, no. Men do not care about that. I know the feminist propaganda tells you to care about that. I know the feminist propaganda tells you what men should like. I know feminism tells men that they should go for certain women, that men are this, men are that, men are deluded, men should like this, men should like that. No. We have our own biological preferences in the same way women have their own biological preferences. You can't say to a woman they should like a man who's overweight, no job, and lives in his mother's basement who's shorter than you. That's what women should like. No. You have your own biological preferences, as do men, and you cannot change that no matter how much pink pill rubbish you buy into. Another perfect example of propaganda that's just going to continue ruining women's lives and going to keep women alone and keep women single just because other women are bitter towards younger, more attractive women. Whether you like it or not, I'm right. Just because you're triggered, it doesn't mean you're right. Just because you don't like what I'm saying, it doesn't mean you're right. Just because you're offended, it doesn't mean you're right. This is a biological reality, whether you like it or not. So, I'm just a messenger. I'm just telling you how it is. You can pretend until the cows come home that you've got more options as you age. You can also pray for a unicorn to come out your backside and be a great YouTuber. It's completely up to you. So my advice is don't listen to this when you're younger. That's when you should capitalize on the best partner possible. Don't buy into these podcasts. They're not going to tell you anything you need to hear. And they're certainly not any sort of value. And you're certainly not being told this information by anyone who doesn't absolutely despise you. Or you are being told that by people that absolutely despise you. That's why these people podcasts exist, to cope, to get views, to make money, and eventually no good results come out of it. So that's my advice. This is just reality, whether you like it or not, whether you're triggered or not. Just because you're offended, it doesn't mean you're right. I'll see you later.